Our boy, he's right on schedule. He'll know soon enough.
This is Colonel Roy Campbell, also known as Paul Lighting. You're watching a video brought to you by Python and Selkan. Enjoy.
You mustn't allow yourself to be chained to fate, to be ruled by your genes. Humans can choose the type of life they want to live.
This is Snake. Do you read me, Otacon?
Loud and clear, Snake.
Kept you waiting, huh? I'm at the sneak point.
Everything going okay?
The important thing is that you choose life. And then live.
We had classified intelligence that a new type of metal gear was scheduled for transport. The whole thing stank, but our noses had been out in the cold too long. I'd infiltrated the dummy tanker to obtain proof that a metal gear was under development. Shortly after I made it aboard, an armed group led by Colonel Gerlukovich raided the ship and gained control.
Their target was also Metal Gear Ray.
It was all set up 2 years ago, on that day. All of it.
Didn't think Gerlukovich was involved, of all people.
Ocelot's former CEO, and a man with a private army of ex-Russian military and GRU soldiers. I don't like it.
And Liquid was planning to team up with that bunch at Shadow Moses.
All he managed to do back then was to provide a toy or two. Looks like he's had enough of sponsoring insurrections.
So this time he's out here himself. I guess he's after Metal Gear?
History repeats itself. Metal Gear has enough strategic clout to upset the balance of military power overnight. He must be dreaming of Mother Russia's return to glory.
I can see the moon, even in this storm, pale as death. I have a bad feeling about this mission. You swore this to me, that you would leave the unit once the mission was complete.
This is where I belong, with the unit. I have nowhere else to go. I want to stay and fight.
Oh, Shalashaska. Why are you here? We thought you were with the Colonel.
Freeze!
When the photos are in, we'll put them online and blow this whole thing wide open on the web.
We will secure your exit with our lives if necessary.
There is one more thing. My daughter, keep her safe.
This new model of Metal Gear
Sir, the Marine Commander has started his speech already.
We will complete the preparations before the end of the speech.
I have photographic evidence of Snake on the scene.
The Colonel will be joining you soon. Comrade.
Metal Gear.
2 years ago. What really happened here?
We fell for it. Otacon, me, we were used.
Snake, do you remember the sinking of that tanker 2 years ago?
Gift of the silver tongue. They say it's the mark of a good officer. And of a liar.
What do you want?
This machine will be quite useful.
What are you planning to do? Steal this thing?
Steal? No, I'm taking it back.
Russia will rise again. And Ray is the key.
Nobody move. Understood? I have no intention of selling Metal Gear. As I said, I came to take it back. Returned to the Patriots. Show's over.
Colonel Gerlukovich and his daughter Olga?
Both fell victim to Ocelot's plot.
You may yet make it to shore if you swim for your life.
Terrorists blow a hole in an oil tanker full of crude barely 20 miles off the shore of Manhattan. Your classic nightmare.
Solid Snake did die.
He died 2 years ago on that tanker after he blew it sky high.
Ocelot! It's been a while, brother.
Liquid?
Not so young anymore, eh, Snake?
This is Snake. I'm now inside strut A of Shell 1.
Otacon, we have a problem.
You're going down, Snake, with this tanker!
Could he have survived?
Not a chance.
What are their demands?
$30 billion.
What makes them think they can get that much?
There was a government-sponsored tour going on at the Big Shell that day.
Hostages, huh?
A VIP from one of the major conservation groups. The most important person in a sense.
The most important person?
James Johnson.
The president?
Unless the demands are met, the terrorists intend to blow the Big Shell out of the water. And by the way, Snake, we're changing your code name for all following communication.
What's wrong with Snake?
Just a precaution. You are now designated Raiden. You have 2 mission objectives. 1, infiltrate the offshore decontamination facility Big Shell and safeguard the president and other hostages. And 2, disarm the terrorists by any means necessary.
Colonel, there's definitely another intruder in here besides me. Looks like a solo job.
1 man?
Who are they? Dead Cell, I mean. SEAL Team 10's Bravo team was wiped out. And that vampire, too. I keep thinking I'll wake up. The leader of this takeover incident is claiming that he's Snake himself.
The legendary mercenary?
I need as much data on him as possible. Everything they have on him after the Shadow Moses incident. What are you? Freeze!
Don't shoot. Get down!
Drop your gun!
Not a chance.
Wait till I tell you what I found.
Something interesting.
Shoot him! What are you waiting for?
Hold on, I'm not an enemy.
A single survivor, Lieutenant J.G. Pliskin.
The kid's wired with nanomachines.
I know Fat Man well. All I taught him was skills. And now I have to stop him from using it to destroy us all. Good luck to both of you. This is a dangerous one.
The
party's about to start.
Dead Cell, a special forces unit created by ex-President George Sears. The name was originally intended to reflect its anti-terrorist functions. The unit would launch unannounced assaults on government complexes for the ultimate terrorism simulation. They were needed to show VR troopers like you how to deal with the real thing. But around the time their original leader died in prison, the unit began to unravel.
What about their leader? He says he's Solid Snake.
Snake died 2 years ago.
Snake and Otacon both became fugitives after Shadow Moses, wanted for acts of terrorism.
Snake and his partner aren't terrorists.
Jack, why are you defending them?
I look back on what I've done here so far,
Foxhound, sir.
and things like training and sense of duty alone won't get you through a mission like this.
Jack, are you okay?
I'd stake my life on it. Identify yourself.
But like you, I have the name.
I know what you're saying, but Snake is dead.
He was the one that sank that tanker.
That also means that he can't be the terrorist leader behind this thing.
There's not a lot of difference between heroes and madmen.
You're saying Snake is still alive and pulled another one?
No, his body was positively ID'd 2 years ago.
Snake is dead.
And buried.
I'm the boss to surpass Big Boss himself. Solid Snake.
No! That is not Solid Snake! Either he survived or there are two of them, and that's impossible.
What a pleasant surprise, brother. Don't say you've forgotten me. Snake.
Snake?
Right! Take cover!
They said you were dead.
No, not me. There are still too many things I need to do.
We're in trouble. It's the Harrier.
The world needs only one big boss.
I'm here because I was assigned to this mission, not because I want to. If I could, I'd be out of here in a second. How could you come back to all this? Why keep fighting?
There's something my best friend said to me once. We're not tools of the government or anyone else. Fighting was the only thing I was good at, but at least I always fought for what I believed in.
That man was the real Snake all along.
They were never a part of the simulation.
You can take your simulation and we're out here, we bleed, we die.
We work on our own, but it's a cause worth fighting for.
Why would you stick your neck out for something this risky?
That's the way I used to look at it 4 years ago. I was holed up in the middle of nowhere in Alaska, drinking too much.
We have a responsibility to the coming generations, to the world.
What responsibility?
To keep track of the mistakes we've made as a species.
We need to remember, to spread the word, to fight for change, and that's what keeps me alive.
A cover-up? But for what?
This entire big shell facility is the new Metal Gear.
But you're the president. You have power.
No, the real power is in the Patriots' hands.
I will triumph over the Patriots and liberate us all.
A survivor of the Les Enfants Terribles project, solid as Snake.
Your name, your skills, everything you know, you learn from me.
Snake. The president. He's been assassinated. There was nothing I could do.
Stop Arsenal. This is my last order.
As your commander-in-chief,
I'm counting on you.
Emma?
Choose your own legacy. It's for you to decide. It's up to you.
Stop this thing!
You can stop being part of a mistake, starting now.
Hey, Snake! You coming?
At least my child.
There's room for only one Snake and one big boss.
Attention! Arsenal gear is ready for launch. Evacuate the upper levels immediately.
We will become the Sons of Liberty!
Find something to believe in, and find it for yourself. And when you do, pass it on to the future. One of the greatest soldiers ever?
The man they call the greatest warrior of the 20th century.